1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Here we go. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Somebody around you. Here we go.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey.
All right.
Well, happy Father's Day, Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert. How are you today, all you amazing fathers and you women who also doubled as fathers too? Hello, like me, yes. I did that too for many years. So anyway, welcome this morning, those of you that are live streaming, those of you that are here. And it's nice to be here because it's nice and cool in here. So let's say our who we are and our affirmation and our vision together as a faith community. We are a positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our vision is spiritual awakening and personal growth in a world that works for everyone. Our mission is to help individuals discover the spiritual tools and inner power that has the ability to transform lives and make the world a better place. Yes, that's powerful. That's why we are here. That's why we come here on Sunday. That's why we support this center, because of our vision. And so if you're here for the first time, just know that we welcome all faiths. We welcome everyone. Everyone is welcome here. So Dale already had one of her classes, but you can still, it's not too late to join her this Wednesday at 10 o'clock on her metaphysical Bible class. This is an accredited class, and this is a great opportunity so that you can see the spiritual message in the Bible. And Dale's a fabulous teacher, so if you've been on the fence, make sure you only have one more week. This is the last week. Please join her. Kathy Dugood will not be here this week, so she will not be having her book study class. So don't show up because you'll be the only one there. And we still, I think, have one, maybe two spots open. Those of you that were here last week, you understand this is actually a spiritual pilgrimage. It's not just a tour. As Dr. Edwards said last week, you can go on tours all over the place. But this is actually a spiritual pilgrimage. So time's running out. So I just want to let you know that today we have Terry Wilder as our guest singer. Yay, Terry. I know. We love Terry. And she's got her jewelry out there, and she is amazing. She's the Sprint lady. We also call her the Gong lady, and she's just amazing. So let's give Terry a warm welcome, please. Thank you.
lady, the phone lady, the something lady. Just, I'm a lady. Hey? I'm going to invite you to stand up again. I can't hear myself. Can I hear a little more of me in the monitor, please? Thank you. And clap along, and you're going to get to sing along. Here we go. When I take a look around, what do I see? I see the sun and the moon and the deep blue sea. A laughing friend, a baby's smile, gift after gift, mile after mile. I see love, I see love, I see love, I see love. Oh, in my world I see love, I see love, I see love, I see love, I see love. Yeah, in my world I see love. Shimmering grass in the morning time, oh, the song of the breeze dancing with the chime. Touch of a hand, I'm reaching out. That's what my life is all about. I see love, I see love, I see love, I see love. Oh, in my world I see love, I see love, I see love, I see love, I see love. Yeah, in my world I see love. In every moment I can see everything I'll ever need. In gratitude I'm moving through, 'cause love is all I see. Yeah, 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 Bobby. Love for Bobby Nichols here. I see love, 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 sing, I see love, oh, in my world I see love, I see love, I see love, yeah, in my world I see love, oh, in my world I see love, yeah, in my world I see love,
All right, Terry. Great job. Let's hear it for this band and these backup singers, everybody. They do a great job for us. Let's go to work. What do you think? Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time. Deep breath all the way in. And exhale. Once again, we have this great opportunity to go into that space. And Scripture says, in my Father's house are many mansions, many rooms, actually. So I want us to imagine yourself going into a room where you don't have all your issues. You don't take them with you. You're not worried about what's going on in the world. You're only just standing in the middle of a room, closing your eyes. Imagine it being very comfortable. You feel very relaxed, and you just kind of inhale and you exhale, and you just sort of become one with that room. You don't have to think about what to do. You just have to be in that space. You don't have to look for solutions, try to figure anything out, wait for an answer. You're just breathing. You're just standing there. And imagine your mind opening up and becoming open and receptive to whatever ideas that will come throughout the service. But for right now, you don't need those ideas. You just need to breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Spirit dwells in me. This is my serenity. As within, all around, all I need is here and now. Where there's air, let me love, and I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving Spirit dwells in me, and now and evermore.
I invite you to join me in consciousness as we come together in our oneness and play together in the field of God through prayer. As I recognize that there is only one power, one presence, one source of life. And that power and presence is God. God is everywhere, running through all life. Its energy is invincible. Its love is boundless. And its peace expresses through everything and everyone. And as I know that that one has its life in me, and I have my life in it, I know that it guides me so very perfectly through this life and beyond. And so today, as I stand in truth, I know that my words are your words. And so I invite you to join me in this declaration of truth, knowing that today is the day to honor the Father within, to see that that one holds me so carefully and lovingly in its arms, and that that one is first cause. That one is the volition that sets everything in motion for a new life to become manifest in my life. And so I lean into its mighty power and presence as it looks upon me and stretches its hand out to me and says, "Hold my hand, sweet child, and run with me. Let us co-create a life that is boundless and free, that is vibrant, that is joyful, that is everything." And so I know as I honor that Father within, I honor the Father that gave birth to me, knowing that in his humanness, he gave gifts to me that no one else could give. And so I honor him today. And I know that beyond that Father, my Father in heaven, Spirit, is the one that guides me forever and ever and gives to me unceasingly of its bounty, giving me perfect health and wellness, love, loving relationships, financial prosperity, and all that is good and perfect. And so today I know as I open up my heart to this beautiful, sacred service, to this spiritual community that gives so lovingly, that raises us up to see the divinity within ourselves, teaching us that we can count on it when we allow it to enter into our hearts and express generously its essence, its energy in every part of this life experience. And so I'm grateful to hear Spirit expressing through Dr. Joe this morning, knowing that there is something, some nugget that changes everything, that sets new thoughts into action. And I'm grateful to see Spirit expressing through our band and Terry, lifting us up to be nourished by the divine harmony that all of them express together. And I'm grateful for the ministers and practitioners who remind me of the truth of my being, that God is expressing always through me, and I am a divine child of God. And so knowing and trusting that this day before us is now changing as we are enlightened, as we are invigorated, as we are lifted up out of the human and into the divine, where we remember everything about the nature of our being. And so, with gratitude for this and so much more, I now release my word into that perfect law of mind, knowing it returns fulfilled, pressed down, and overflowing, and I am oh so grateful for that. And so, knowing that everything is now being set free to manifest through divine right action and order, through the grace of God and through love and law, I let go and I let it be, as we say together, and so it is. Amen.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I awake in this holy silence. I hear all that has never been said, and right here in this holy silence we find God when we find ourselves. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So we awake in this holy silence. We hear all that needs to be said, and right here in this holy silence we find God when we find ourselves. And I find God when I find myself. And you find God when you find yourself. Let's take a deep breath in together. Exhale out. And join me, please. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, sending out our joy. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me, sending out our peace. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. Sending out love. Sing it out, please. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me.
Father taught me lessons, a teacher and a friend, said here's the family business, love without end. So I'm here to carry on, share the light that has guided me, with a question or two that I'm asking of you. Maybe you can help me to see. How can I love you more? And how can I be kinder? How can I be there for you when you're needing me? The answer's worth waiting for. You never have to find your way alone. How can I love you more? Beloved to beloved, with strangers passing by, between parents and their children, eye to eye. We are here for just a while. Every moment is ours to live. When we ask from the heart, then it's easy to start. there's only more to give. Turn to someone near you and ask the question, how can I love you more? And how can I be kinder? How can I be there for you when you're needing me? The answer's worth waiting for. You never have to find your way alone. How can I love you more? Good for all the world, good for all that will ever be, good for every dream, good for all of eternity. Put your hand over your heart. Now ask yourself, how can I love you more? How can I be kinder? How can I be there for you when you're needing me? The answer's worth waiting for. You never have to find your way alone. How can I love you more? How can I love you more? How can I love you more?
Very nice, Terry. Thank you. So, good morning. In keeping with our Father's Day tradition, we want to, we're going to give out a little gift to the oldest father in the room. Now, it's not because someone calls you daddy. I know some of you have something going on out there. Not pointing any fingers or anything. So, the oldest dad in the room. Let's call it oldest father in the room. Over 80? Anyone over 80 who's a dad? Roger. All right. We're going to have to go highest. Roger, what do you have? How old? How old are you? 90. Anybody beat 90? Anybody beat 90? Going once, going twice. Congratulations, Roger. There you go, my man.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Now we're going to go for the most grandkids in the room. Most grandkids. Anyone have over 5 grandkids? No, men. Raise your hand. You have over 5. Thank you. All right, 5. Anybody over 6? Raise your hand if you have over 6. Over 7. Over 8, over 9, over 10, 10 grandkids. How many you have? 15. Anybody beat 15? That's a lot of grandkids. Congratulations. Happy Father's Day. 15. Okay. So, on Father's Day, my dad always liked 2 talks that I did. Well, hopefully I liked more than that, but 2 talks in particular. One of them was the flight attendant talk that I did, and I do that every year. Yeah, I know. No, we're not doing that this year. We'll do that again next year. But the second thing that he liked is when I would just pick a page and talk on it. Because he would always say, if you know your stuff, you know your stuff. And he said, and I always like to watch you do your stuff. So I'm going to do Pick a Page today, which is, for those of you who've never been here before, we have a book. I'm going to do it from what I believe is, in fact, if someone ever said to me, What is the one book you would recommend to someone who needs to learn about the science of mind that isn't our really thick textbook? This is the book right here. The book is called The Science of Successful Living by Raymond Charles Barker. And if there was ever a book that I would recommend, that's the book. So I decided that today we would do pick a page from this book. So pick a page means I call someone out, I say pick a page between 1 and 455. They pick a page, I turn to it, I tell them how many paragraphs are on the page. They get to pick the paragraph, and then I tell them how many sentences are in the paragraph. They pick the sentence, and I do a talk from that sentence. All right? Hopefully. All is Gary. So, Jerry, we're going to start with you. Jerry, pick page 1 to 145. No, honey, 1 to 145. 145. What? Oh, you're taking the end? All right. He'll take the last page. Okay, and then there's 2 paragraphs. 1 or 2? 2. There are, holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 10 sentences. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need never apologize for your spiritual understanding. It shines as a light unto all people. It is healing for those who think rightly. It is a way for those who seek a spiritual technique of life. You are the bearer of glad tidings to your world. Spread them abroad with power and love. Be the person that God intended you to be. This is the victorious attitude of a metaphysician. Good pick. All right? You need never apologize for your spiritual understanding. You know, a lot of people, there are people in the world that when people get ahead or people do well, they start demonstrating their life, they wonder, what is that person doing? Or they wonder what sort of magical thing is happening. And it's not a magical thing that happens here at all. There is no magic or hocus pocus in anything that we do at the center. It is all about the power of the mind and spirit and love manifesting itself. And you need never apologize for being the unique individual that you are, expressing the God self that you are. You need never apologize for that. Your strongest asset is the fact that you are different from all other people. One of your strongest assets is that you have this individualized expression coming through you. So you need never apologize for standing in your truth, but stand in your truth. The one thing I do think people shy away from, and they've done that for years, especially in this center, not so much that we're now called the Center for Spiritual Living, but when we were known as the Religious Science Church of the Desert, you didn't want to tell people you went here because they're like, what are you? Are you Christian Science? Or are you science? What, do you have chickens in the back? What do you do? You know, what do you do? What do you do? And there was always this angst about this. But now I want you to be proud of where you go to this center. I want you to know that from this center, Deepak Chopra stood here before he was Deepak Chopra. Deepak. Before he was Deepak, he stood here. Wayne Dyer stood here. So we've had, these 2 people, Tony Robbins would sit up here and take notes, and then I would see my stuff on PBS a week later. We have seen great leaders come into this center who were just people at first. But then they became powerful. Why? Because they stepped into their own understanding. And you don't have to rise to the top of the New York Times bestseller list or rise to the top of the TV list. What you need to do is rise to the top of what you do in your life. And do it well. And don't ever think twice about saying, I go to the Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert, and that's why my life is unfolding the way it is. Thank you. Bliss. And on that note, Bliss, 1 to 145. Pick a page, 1 to 145. Page 7, going in early. Lucky 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 sentences. 2. You're going to love this. If you dread something in the future, you need a good, swift, spiritual shot in the arm. Cool. I got God bumps all over. You know why? Because you know what? It's really easy to watch TV or watch social media and dread what's happening in the future. It's real easy to look at life expectancy charts and a diagnosis on a piece of paper. It's really easy to look at those things and say, oh, this is going to be my future, and you start calling it out. Or you need a swift spiritual shot in the arm and know the truth about what's going to happen in your life. Now, if you choose to focus on a diagnosis on a piece of paper, if you choose to look at the outside world and let it dictate your happiness, then that is exactly what's going to happen. But that's a choice that you make. When we go into we went into the silence again, I said, go into the room. You know what? You're going to have to go into that room that we just created in that silence and remind yourself who you are and whose you are. You need a swift spiritual shot in the arm. Well, in the spirit, in the arm, whatever. Yeah, you need a swift spiritual shot. And how do you do that? How do you do that when you're spiraling? It's really simple. Pick up the phone, dial 760-346-1993, which is a dial-in idea that one of us puts on every single day, which is an idea. I'll put that number. William, put that number up there. 760-346-1993. Every day, one day. Laura's on it this week because I'm on business. Sometimes Dale is on it, but I'm on it. We're on it every day to give you a dial-in and a 2-minute pep talk. Did you know that? Do you access that? Well, about 20,000 people a month access it, so you need to get on board, you know? So get on with it because or pick a book. Look what we're doing right here. Pick a book, pick a page, read a sentence, and you're going to find yourself in the words. I have read these books over and over again, and every single time I read a book, it's like a swift spiritual shot because I see myself in every sentence, but I see myself differently because I'm not the same person who read it a year ago. Things have changed. So I read my understanding, my new understanding, my bigger version of God into every page. That's a swift spiritual shot. Julie, 1 to 145. 58. 2 paragraphs, 1 or 2. 2. 7 sentences. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to like this. There is no power arrayed against us. God is the only real power and the only real presence, and all of God acts in our minds. In the long run, we cannot afford to resent, for the goal ahead is more important than the impediments along the way. Our hurts are excess baggage which we carry. They need to be thrown away that we may travel far while traveling light. The name of the chapter is called Resentment is Ruin. So it says here, there is no power arrayed against us. In other words, there's no entity, or you may think other people are against you. It's their own thing. God can never be against us. God is always for us, wanting us to succeed, wanting us to thrive, wanting us to live without all that baggage that we carry along. I'm going to tell this story again. You've heard it 1,000 times, but it's worth reminding you. If you want to go far and fast, you have to cut down some of the baggage that you carry. I liken it to the sailboat that sails across the water. If you had the perfect wind and the perfect sails and the perfect set, you could sail swift and far. But every time we go through life's events, it's like taking an anchor. Remember, when I was a kid, we used to make anchors out of coffee cans and cement and rope. You put cement in there, and then you put the rope in, and then 2 days later, you had an anchor, right? Because we kept losing them. So imagine if you had a bunch of coffee cans filled with cement, and you went along, and every time one of life experiences happened, you would anchor to your sailboat. All around the sailboat, there's like those little cleats. Imagine if you just kept throwing them overboard. They never stopped you, but they sure slowed you down. One of the biggest ones is resentment. One of the biggest things that will slow down your boat for the rest of your life is if you harbor resentments and anger and frustration. No one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. No one is perfect. So stand up and just allow things that have happened in your life to be released, or you will carry with you all of those anchors and you will slow down, and that wind could be carrying you swift and far and fast. But no, you've made a choice to hang on to them. Get the machete out, not to stab someone, but take it to the ropes one at a time and say, I forgive you, I let it go. Whoosh. That doesn't mean they're right. It just means I want to sail past their butts and let them fall down and go. It means I want them to go down and just be whatever you're supposed to be, but get off my boat. You're holding me down. Who do you have to get off your boat? What resentment are you harboring that you need to take a machete to and go, you know what? I made my choices. I lived by my choices. I made some good choices. I've made some bad choices. This is a bad choice, and I'm going to release you and let you go and let you have safe passage to your next experience while I sail past it. Whoosh. Make sense? Todd Young, 1 to 145. 120. All right? I have 3 paragraphs. Give me, actually only 2. 2 paragraphs, 1 or 2? 1. Sentence, 1 through 6. 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to read 2. I'm going to have to read from the beginning because it doesn't make sense in context. You are the universal person. To you is given more than has ever been given to anyone on the face of this globe. In no other time have so many facts, so much ease, and so much possibility been available to everyone. There is a greater knowledge of the ways in which the divine manifests and of your place in this creative process. This all necessitates responsibility on your part. It demands that you arise from the petty states of personal viewpoints and join the saints, saviors, and scientists who see the grand outworking of a larger mind and its unconditioned cosmos. Love Raymond Charles Barker. In fact, Raymond Charles Barker, for those of you who didn't know that, the night he died, he was up here with a card. He used to teach from a card table and a chair, just a little card table and chair. And he sat up here, and he taught a class up here, went home, and then made his transition. So he sat right there. Raymond Charles Barker. Raymond Charles, I love this guy. He was right here. So Todd, getting to your thing. You are the universal person. This was written in 1950-something. Think of the conveniences that we have since 1950. Think about them. Think about the technology that we have. Think about the way we can reach out, the way we can fly across the country, fly across the world. Think about how big the universe was then, and now is for us. To you there has been no greater gift than where we are right now today. In today's world, we live with so much more ease than they did in the olden days. I know a lot of people long for the olden days. What was back then? I love my microwave and my running hot water, and I love my toilets, and I love my ability to check on my cell phone. I love those things. I don't want to live back there. I want to live now. So one has to recognize the gifts that we've been given and understand that we have a responsibility to our planet to join the saints, the saviors, and the scientists, he says. Enjoy the people who hold the high watch, who represent the high watch, and who continue to look at our planet and care for it. And look at them in such a way that we have a responsibility to take care of all of them as they take care of all of us, but to raise them up and join them in their efforts to move the consciousness of this country, and to move the consciousness of this community, and to move the consciousness of your family, and to move the consciousness where you work, and to move the consciousness in your friend group. You are there to represent the saints, saints and sinners. Those two. I've had a lot of fun sitting into my life, and I'm sure it will happen again. But we are to represent the saints, the saviors. Now, when he says saviors in this context, he's not talking about a man. He's not talking about an entity. He's talking about people who present to you an idea that saves your life. That happens right here in this very room. That somebody sheds an idea into your life, that there's a possibility that is now available to you that wasn't available before, that makes you look at your life differently, and you strive to be more like that. join those people, and we have a responsibility to join them. We can't just let them do the work. It's not just up for a few people to do the work. It's up to every single one of us to do that kind of work. Does that make sense? All right, good. Laura, I'll let you, for lack of a better word. 1 to 145. 51. Do you guys like this little game? One or two?
2.
Oh, God. I knew you were going to pick it. I thought you were going to pick, okay. I knew you were picking sentence 1. I just knew it. The basic pattern of spiritual normalcy is to get along with everyone, to be happy in your work, and to have a fundamental acceptance of the world as a good place in which to live effectively. It is divinely normal to have love and self-expression. I know, see that? Aw. The basic pattern of spiritual normalcy is for us to get along, not just with our neighbors, but with everybody. The spiritual normalcy is to see people as the God self reflecting back at us and seeing the God in them as they see the God in us. That never means we have to agree with everything that they do, but it does have the fundamental point that it is normal to actually to get along, to work to get along. So let me ask you a question. We had the resentment is ruin. Who do you need to machete self off? Right? What do you need? What rope do you need to cut? Now I'm going to ask you this question when it comes to this spiritual normalcy. To get along with your work, to be happy in your work, to have fundamental acceptance of the world as a good place in which to live. How many people have said, don't answer this, oh my God, we're going to hell in a handbasket? Right? How many people? Don't admit it. But I know that there's been things that said in the context like that, right? One way or another, one time or another over the past 10 years, someone's like, oh my God, do you really want to go to hell? Because really, we can. And I'm not talking about an afterlife. I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about in an hour. We don't have to do that. Spiritual normalcy is that we see a world in which everyone belongs. Doesn't have to agree, but we don't have to fight about our disagreements. Live and let live. Live and let live. I don't think there's a greater story. Live and let live. Just allow us to be side by side, those human divine people expressing themselves. It is divinely normal to have love and self-expression. It's not normal to be lonely and depressed. If you're lonely and depressed, that's not a spiritual normal condition. But the answer to that is not to say, I don't know what to do. The answer is to do something, which it may be make an appointment with a practitioner because you don't know what to do. Get together with someone else of a like spiritual mind and show up at a class where something can be said that will move you in the direction where you'll actually may meet people over coffee. But if you stay home by yourself and saying, I'm lonely and depressed, how are you ever going to get out and make a life that is spiritually normal, that one is happy with self-expression? It's contingent upon you to do what's ever necessary to help facilitate that. Because the party will not just knock on your door. You know, it's not like a beer commercial where people knock on the door and they, hey, come on, let's have a party. I wouldn't want that. Be disruptive. But what I do want is when I'm feeling lonely to know that that's not, I should be able to change this. We should be able to look at any condition in our life with the knowledge that we can change it. We should be able to look at any condition in life and know that it can and will change if I do the work. I initiate it and let the universe co-create it and bring forth the answer. Does that make sense? Yep. All right. No, 52. That's it for the book. but there was one thing that we put in your program that I want to read. Everybody who got a program, hopefully you got this today. If not, we'll probably have extra copies out in the lobby. This is what I want to close the service with today. This was written by Raymond Charles Barker in 1954. So it's kind of something that's a truth that kind of held itself true. And I'm going to read it to you, and this is your homework. Everybody has homework this week. Here's your homework. This is the first thing you read in the morning. Don't get out of your bed till you pick this up and go, okay, you know what? I'm going to take 2 minutes and read this. Or take it with you to the bathroom. I don't care, whatever you do. Just read it, all right? Read it before you go to bed. Read it when you get up in the morning. Set your sleep cycle to it and wake up to it. Set your intention for the day. This is just some of his words. No one has ever solved a problem by worrying about it. A repetition of negatives cannot create a positive. Yet, watch a worried person and you will see him enmeshed in useless ideas that will have to be discarded before the solution appears. The past, with its memory patterns, is the millstone that hangs around the necks of most people. Jesus negated the past, affirmed the present in positive terms, and declared the future to be good. His way of thinking has improved the world. It can improve you. It is easy to think of the past because it requires no new thinking. The ideas have already been alive once, but to think ahead creatively requires your stepping out of accepted ideas. You have to make new friends in the realm of mind. New ideas conceived guarantee new conditions to be perceived. Your immediate future is your present thinking made visible. You can only become what you now believe you are. Right thinking today about yourself is your only guarantee of right experience tomorrow. Affirm that you are a spiritual person receptive to God's ideas and let life bring to pass the goods you need and seek. It will do just that. And so it is. And so end your lesson. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
So I'd like to call the ushers forward, please. And so as we prepare for our offertory, we recognize that just like our vision and our mission, we are here to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And I want you to know as you give in gratitude. You give in gratitude for all that you have, and recognizing that what you have has come from that divine intelligence, and it is yours to share. And know that the great things that we do here at the center is because of your giving. So those of you that are live streaming, there's a give button there. If you're on your smartphones, you can text on the number that is shown there. So let us say together our offertory prayer, please. I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and prosper. I know my offering and my commitment to the center allows us to do great work in the world, and so it is.
I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I believe and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God.
All right. So let's just get prepared and let's just hold up our hands and let's bless our offering, knowing that it comes back to us, pressed down and overflowing, knowing that it is touching the lives that it needs to touch. So let us say together, we bless this gift. We send it forth to heal and prosper. We know our offering and our commitment to the center allows us to do great work in the world. And so it is. All right. So if you are here for the first time, we'd love to welcome you, and we have a gift for you. Anyone here for the first time? Please stand up so that we know. Oh, all right. We got over here to David, over here, or Kathy. And so what we've given you is a CD holder with information about our center, but please stop by the front foyer table and pick up a CD of a couple of Dr. Joe's talks, and we welcome you. And if you're from the desert, we hope you come back. And if you're visiting, enjoy your Father's Day here in our beautiful valley. This is our prayer team that will be over in the Om room. So if you're going through something you need prayer, please go over to the Om room. Also, coffee is in Costa Hall today because it's a little warm outside. Don't forget that you're leaving, those of you that are going to Integratron, you'll be leaving at 12:30 from the parking lot for those of you who have already pre-signed. I don't think they have any more openings. And this is what's going on this week. Don't forget also Dale's class is the last opportunity to join that class. So everyone have a wonderful Father's Day. Let's just do a closing prayer. Recognizing that power, that presence, that divine Father, that divine masculine energy that is within each and every one of us. I know that it is part of me. I know it is part of you. And so this day and always we choose that which we desire. We choose love. We choose that compassion. Each and every one of us is that light in the world that is making a difference just by our being who we are. We recognize the uniqueness of everyone, and we cut those anchors. We cut those things that are no longer serving us and let them be, and we pass through them with love. Recognizing the lessons that we learned, knowing that it is pushing us and propelling us higher and higher as to who we truly are. We are these magnificent beings, and we are here to love ourselves. The more we love ourselves, the more we love others. So grateful for this day, so grateful for our fathers and for the father figures in our lives. So grateful for my own father, for the father of my two sons, knowing that all is well, knowing that wherever they are exactly where they need to be, and they are always with us because they are in our hearts. So I say thank you. Thank you for my life. Thank you for every experience I have had. Knowing that this is the truth for you as well, I just let it go, and together we say, and so it is. Amen. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great week.
good.